And I heard the word the idiot Van 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 was saying is really laughable because everybody was there. I was there live in Finland in Lat on 29th. My very self. I was in the hall there. And we all know when Biafra was really declared, not when the grievances was read out. Okay, Narota? When the DPM walked up to the podium and made that statement that the Prime Minister was supposed to read out, the whole hall was like another world. We were like in another planet.
Yeah,
This very
we can see
you are
it.
showing now. When Biafra was declared, you don't need to tell it to anybody. The whole hall, the whole hall changed. Everything turned upside all around.
Yeah.
No, everybody was uncontrollable for more than 20 minutes. That was the moment. Like now that you saw DPM clapping, right?
Yeah.
Everywhere went agog. So nobody can come and tell us what we witnessed live.
And he himself was there as well.
He was there. So how could they be? I mean, formulating these lies and trying to change the narrative is really laughable. If anybody say he didn't understand the English, did he not understand the environment at that moment? When these things happened live, does it mean that he didn't understand the environment, how the environment was that moment, and the environment when the grievances was being read out is completely different. So anybody listening to what nonsense that Raphael is saying is just it's unbelievable. In short, let me just use that, unbelievable, because these things happened in our own eyes, live and direct. How many people were there? A whole lot of people were there. And when DPM, on behalf of the Prime Minister, made the declaration, because this is the job that Prime Minister handed over to her as surrogate.
Okay.
That surrogate authorization is what she displayed here during this moment. That was where she started showing that authorization or that authority that Prime Minister handed over to her as the surrogate.
Where was APM?
APM was sitting in the front row with his group of fallback initiators. Ruben Nadi, Amo Biene, and Imam Madabo. They were in the front row. They were sitting there. On the other end, while DPM was sitting with Dado Rama and Sister Goncholewune at the middle, I was sitting directly behind. I was sitting with not our Foreign Affairs Director General Ades. We were behind the DPM. You know, so everything that happened there was clear. If anybody who was there that day can come up here now and deny what I'm saying, let the person come. Let anybody from the fallback or fall deep that was there in the hall that day that is going to say that what I'm saying is not true. Even if it is Raphael, let him come up. Let us debate it. Let him explain to me what we witnessed live and direct.
In case if they don't understand what we are talking about, he's calling on you to join the studio now if you have a different opinion. And if you are from Fall Deep Republic, or maybe you are from Lazuba's Republic, you can also come up so that because Lazuba is no longer.
Anybody challenging that DPM is not the one that redeclared the independent state of Biafra, come up here right now. Let us, if you were there in Finland, I don't want to argue with somebody that was not there in the hall. If you are present in the hall, come up here and let us discuss.
Okay.
Let us debate it.
Okay.
This is a challenge. Live one. Live.
Whether you are from Fall Back Republic or Fall Deep Republic or you are from La Zuba Republic, you can come up because La Zuba is no longer in Fall Deep. She have come from Fall Deep. She's now in her own republic. Maybe somehow, maybe.
Even a DOS member is also welcome. Let them come.
Okay.
If you were there. Because I don't want to debate somebody that was not there. It will be like blind argument. Talking about something you don't know.
You don't know, yeah,
if
exactly.
If you were present in that hall on that day, and even if you are a Yoruba person, you can come up and tell me that the declaration was not done by DPM.
Thank you so much.
Justice Minister made her speech. You heard her say, we have heard what was read here today. That was the grievances she referred to. Before she now said she reaffirmed the declaration. The DPM was standing with her. Was Okoma there? Was Okoma there? No. Because it's not his place to do the declaration.
He has done his own part.
Yes, he has done his part, which is just reading out the grievances. So anybody giving out any negative or wrong narrative there, he's doing it intentionally and he cannot sell. They will explain tire. I am here. I'm waiting. Let the person come up.
This is just an attack to attack PM. That's what they're doing. Like I always tell us, some of us actually think that it's about COS. It's not about COS. All of them, the target is PM. The target is PM because to them they felt that the PM because I listened to Eggman saying that their ATM told him, not them, that if PM come out, that they're not going to give him this kind of chance they gave him before. You understand? That they will tell him, not everything that he said that they're going to believe. So this is to tell you that they already have a kind of anger, accumulated anger, they're packed in their mind, waiting to unleash it on PM. So this little opportunity, they just want to exhaust some of them to empty their mind and on COS. Sorry.
If you will now flash back a little bit, okay, this is the picture here now is when Jenny Casey, that's the Justice.
Yeah, Chief Judge.
Minister was going to do the reaffirmation.
Yes.
Now, what I'll try to say is that if you flash back, there was that video cabinet meeting that was on social media released by DPM. You remember when the PM was asking him questions concerning what Sonia Parawa did? He was asking him, do you not think that Sonia Parawa was wrong in publishing that?
Yes.
He couldn't answer this question.
Yeah, he said
he was just.
It's true. I watched it. I do.
So all these things are what were happening, and Prime Minister was like handling all this whole situation. The man has already built opposition against the PM. I mean the stupid organ carry.
Yeah.
He has already built a cabal, which
long time ago.
He wanted me to be part of it.
Hey, Chacha Basa.
In Finland, he was calling my number. I wasn't picking that number for a reason. I know he has already cooked, in fact, formed a cabal to launch attack. So I never answered his call. For 4 days, the moment I was arriving my location from Finland, he continued to call. In fact, he used my deputy to try to convince me to make sure that I come on his side. But I told him, you need to convince me that this letter of surrogate that we have seen in the cabinet is fake. And this CRC that was dissolved.
Look at the man Madam here, celebrating the declaration.
These people, they are unbelievable, really, honestly speaking. I can't believe that they even carried out all those rubbish. They were there. They know everything. They see everything.
My question is why is it since they know how to lead and everything, why is it that they don't start leading by stepping up to do the needful that time? Why do they slack?
You can only step up where there is vacuum, right? Where there was no vacuum, you cannot step up.
Yes, exactly. It's true.
Office of the Prime Minister, there was a vacuum because of his absence. Then the COS step up. So where will they step up to? Can they jump over the COS? What information do they have?
What I'm saying, what I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is that they know that she is the one to step up. They know that that time they know that she's next in line. But why is it that after she performed all these things, they started trying to argue about it?
Okay, now what I would say is that you know already that they have beef with the COS.
Yeah.
So they want to challenge her authority. They want to rubbish her position. They want to prove that they can take over and put her behind, which is impossible because COS has stood on in that office firmly, strongly. She has worked very hard with PM. She has worked closely with PM. She understands the pattern the PM operates on, the way PM handles situation.
Yeah.
And she takes to that very pattern. And it is working. Because whatever she is doing today is exactly how PM was doing it.
Thank you.
PM was with us.
Thank you so much.
Nothing changed.
Thank you,
she has never changed anything.
Thank you.
In the way PM functions.
Let's hear from somebody is here with us, our own sister, Wada Victoria Weke. Maybe she want to contribute, or maybe she have a question for you. My sister, unmute your mic.
Masakai, good evening. Are you hearing me?
Loud and clear. You're welcome, ma.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, somebody that is in studio. I greet everyone. May God bless you people. So, Mr. Kai, because just full kita, me better online. Kita come by and I YouTube for online. Maybe I will can join now for prayer. When I image so.
I may 1 hour today.
I get online. See, ihe anyị na-egwu agbakọ ịchọrọ ikwu kịta because enwere something follow nchọrọ ka mkwe gụọ kọtụnụkwa na-edikere onye diklere na onye dike onye niile a na-eme agreement hapụrụ vamvamva mkpọ na-achọtọgharị ọnụ na-eme noise ọ na-eme ka everywhere na ihe nchọrọ ikwu kịta bụ ọkwa ifugo kịta ka awa